Hey, everybody. I'm Haley Gray. Welcome. Good morning. I guess most people are not used to seeing me this early in the day, and they wonder if I really am a vampire or not. And I guess this goes to show that I do exist during normal daylight hours. And I want to welcome today's guest, Austin Blood, to the group because we're going to be doing this thing this week. So, welcome, Austin. I am so happy to have you here.
It's good to be here.
And we're going to be doing this thing in the group here for a little bit, and feel free to chat and, let Austin say hi, welcome. We do have men in the group. It is 95% women, and a few smart men. And we found one of the smart men.
I like those odds, man. 5 to 95, those are my kind of odds.
Right? I mean, you might get lucky.
At least when it comes to women, yeah.
Right? Or they might just turn into, a dangerous mob. So you never know what you're going to get. Austin Blood is an author, relationships expert, and mentor to thousands of women worldwide. He's a highly sought after public speaker and recognized experts in the field of communication and interpersonal relationships. Austin's message is simple: to let women everywhere know that they are a gift. That is so sweet. To see themselves as extraordinary and the unique beings that they are. So Austin's been on a ton of amazing TV shows, the nationally syndicated Dr. Drew Show. He's a featured writer for the Huffington Post and the creator of the Man Plan, Relationship Reboot and Boot Camp for the Soul, a series of online courses dedicated to empowering women in every aspect of their lives. Welcome. I'm so happy to have you here.
I know. I'm stoked to be here. And, you said a little bit earlier, well, that's really sweet what I said about women, but it's, kind of like one of the first things you and I talked about when we first met is when you really look at who is empowering, who's uplifting, who's mentoring women, it's overwhelmingly women, right? But as men, we're 50% of the population. So I think if you're going to really significantly move the needle, and men need to be a part of that conversation, right? Otherwise, it's just a one-sided conversation. So that's why I like working exclusively with women. It's awesome.
To that point, we talk about, women's empowerment, women's this, women's that. And we tend to try to leave men out of the conversation. And yet, if you're really trying to change things, everybody has to come to the table.
Absolutely. And that's exactly what I said. Men need to be a part of that conversation, okay. Right? If we're ever going to, I use the term move the needle in terms of, equalizing things across the board as much as we can, given our differences, right? I mean, there are obviously things that we're better at as men, and there are things, a lot of things that you are just innately better at as women. So, it's good to be here, and we're going to have some awesome stuff coming up for you ladies. As a matter of fact, one of the things, do you want to tell them about the meditation?
Why don't you tell them about the meditation, but I'll pop the link up.
All right. So, one of the things that we're giving away for the next couple of days for you ladies here in the group is a guided meditation that I put together on self-love. And whether you are, an old hat at meditation or you're a newbie, there's so much all the time now. There's more and more scientific evidence that is coming out, like real world data that really talks about the benefits of meditation, not in a traditional woo-woo sense, but just in really particular as it pertains to, learning to be mindful, aware of your thoughts, and then the ability to control those thoughts so that your emotions don't override you. And so, I recently put together a cool guided meditation. It's about 25 minutes long, specifically on learning to help you love yourself a little bit more, value who you are, not be as judgmental, not be as critical of you. And so this is, it's got a nice soothing soundtrack. So when you've got a few moments in the next, either today or tomorrow, do yourself a favor and download that meditation. It's completely free, that Haley's given it to you. And it is, I've had really, really good feedback on it from many of my clients.
That's really cool.
Good stuff.
Yeah. I mean, one of the things that we're going to be doing here, getting into the holiday season, and part of the reason I wanted to partner with Austin, and you're going to see a ton from us in the next month or so. And part of the reason that I'm partnering with Austin and that I'm partnering with some other amazing people towards Christmas is literally that this is the most stressful season of the year.
Totally.
Between travel and family dynamics and relationships and business. And depending on your business, it either really speeds up or it really slows down, either of which can be extremely stressful, thrown in with all of the Thanksgiving, expectations, family expectations. We as women are phenomenal at imposing all of these wonderful internal expectations upon ourselves, that we cook the perfect dinner, we find the perfect gifts, and we have to shop up the right things, and then we do all the cards, and then we stand on our heads and we click our heels, and we work ourselves right into a stress ball craziness.
Totally.
And I mean, have you ever seen women do that? You probably can't even.
No, I don't know. I don't know a single woman who takes everything on her own shoulders and takes care. Yeah, I talk about this all the time. I mean, as a general rule, on any given day, you ladies are the glue that hold it all together. All right. I mean, you're the ones that keep the trains on time. You're taking the kids to school. You're running your businesses. You're taking care of your bosses or your husbands or your boyfriends, and the holiday season, especially for you ladies, are that much more stressful, because then you take on all that you do throughout the rest of the year and then some, right? And then as men, I mean, this is a great benefit for us, because most guys, we just kind of step back and say, you know what, she's got it under control, and we watch you work your magic, and that's great for most men, but it comes at a cost to you ladies, right? Because
it does.
Most men I know can't you ladies you have this innate ability, and part of this too is genetic, is your ability to just multitask, right? Because you use both sides of your brain much more so than men do. We're much more one-sided. How you cook, like you said, cook a good dinner, keep everybody happy, throw the holiday party, throw the Christmas holiday party, still run your business. How you do all that without imploding shall forever remain one of the great mysteries of the universe, as far as I'm concerned. I could never do it,
I mean, I think we do implode, and that is the thing, and the holidays, as we come into the end of October, and we do tend to take on way too much and not take care of ourselves. And I've done it. Ask me how I ended up at 427 pounds. It wasn't because I was intentionally overeating. It was because I just didn't care. And too many kids, too many things, too many balls in the air. And, one of the things that I've become a huge advocate of is, things like the program that Austin does, this, meditation, doing all of these things for yourself. And we're going to be, putting a ton of value into the group in the next, 4 or 5 weeks that we're doing this.
Yeah, we're going to do 4 weeks, and then we're going to do a cool thing for Black Friday. So,
yep. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be fun. So y'all download the meditation. Let me know what you think. Message me, DM me, tell me what you think. I'm kind of curious to hear what your thoughts are on the matter. I'm happy to have Austin here hanging out, doing this with me for the next hot minute. And it's going to be fun.
Yeah, and the last thing I'll say is one of the biggest, at least most women I know, one of the biggest problems that you ladies have is the ability to make yourself a priority, right? Or to actually put your needs ahead of everybody else's. Mm-hmm. Society tells you that if you do that, well, then you're being selfish, right? So most women from a very young age are not taught that their needs are important. They're not taught to put themselves first. And that's why you ladies run out of steam often. That's why you run out of gas, because you're so busy running around filling everybody else's cup, right? That you never have time for your own. And just little things like this, like carving out 20 minutes, 5 minutes a day, and just to reinvest your cup makes you a better mom, right? It makes you a better wife. It makes you a, better business partner. So put yourself first, girl. They're nothing. Hey, look, selfish, it ain't a dirty word.
No, put on your own oxygen mask first.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that.
I was amazed at what happened in my life and in my business when I quit giving a flip, and started putting myself first. And self-care is not selfish care. I learned really fast I was not going to be here for my kids if I didn't learn this stuff and start focusing on it and making it a huge priority. So here we are, and this is why we're doing it.
All right. Well, we're going to be showing up a lot. And so thank you for having me, ladies. Thank you for having me, entertaining me, letting me entertain you. It's going to be a good ride. I'm looking forward to it.
Hey guys, thank you so much. grab the download, make sure you grab it. We're going to be doing some amazing quizzes and all kinds of things coming up. You want to be watching and see what all we're doing. And please share this video and like it, comment it, share it, and help us get it out. Thanks. Bye, y'all.